And he lost the game.
Slashal's brain isn't big enough to comprehend this game. I can promise you that much. It's like a pea-sized brain in there, compared to...
But hockey's fucking up. And I just died.
What'd you lose?
The prism.
And the disruptor?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
He's coming across the map.
How do we lose? That's the only thing we're
I was trying to focus it. Hey, we're fine, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine.
Why don't you insert your head or why don't you step on me?
Yeah, dude, it's hard to play like this, dude.
Dude, isn't it like a lot of pressure?
It's not.
This guy still has a pretty big base. Yay! Yeah, I'm really glad.
Lift. Nice. Fuck you. Fuck you.
So you're gonna get more upgrades for your tanks as well. Then you take your army, you F2 across the map, you click right here, you select the tanks, maybe hotkey them, and then you just A-click the opponent. And you macro at the same time. Unsiege and go.
Pedro 15 Lennon, saludos. This was the best joke I heard all year. I'm just trolling, man. I like Pop. He's pretty nasty, but I like him. Coreano leyo.
Going into tomorrow, of course, who's going to be able to advance on into the round of 8? And importantly, will Big Gabe fit here in the studio is another question on everyone's mind. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for more WCS
Swarm hosts, there they are going to be popping. Oh, they look less like muffins with this skin. They like got little bubbles on their head or something. But this is where these swarm hosts are going to come out.
And Neeb has only just started Storm, by the way. His splash damage against Locust not quite great. Thankfully, Rogue has actually got these...
He had a very, very good economy compared to me. I don't know what he was doing out on the map with all his marines. Like, as soon as I killed his two medivacs, he should have gone back.
trying to add just as much as he possibly can, but the drones in the main base are going to get caught trying to make their way down to the natural. He's picking off a good amount of them. Still a little bit of a worker lead. Let's not forget Classic's walled in on 2 bases. Everything he has here is just that, Pig. Everything. And I do not know if the...
I was like, I'm rich. Let's just throw my army into the meat grinder and then kill as much economy and then just throw DTs in. Fuck microing a battle and trying to dodge EMPs and using my warp prism correctly.
Alright.
He needs to get the damage done right here, right now. These Roaches and Ravagers, though, of Dark dodging the Biles. Notice how he keeps placing those corrosive Biles right in the choke point, forcing Su to disengage.
I mean, this map is just so long. The defense advantage matters more than ever, right? It takes forever before the new Roaches that Su has produced will show up and actually participate in this battle. So I really don't think that Dark is going to struggle that much here. Just drop a corrosive Bile, just disengage a little bit, and just keep kind of doing this.
So if he didn't play gold, good is just delusional, to be honest. And the other 2 games, like, sad, but just the way it is. What good preparation to beat Zerg to use? So, what do you mean, Moran? Oh shit.
Dark juking and jiving, trying to find out if there's any opening. Behind this, he's mustering up more and more Banelings, and it looks like this attack might be a committal.
It's going to bring the Oracles over to her, trying to help focus down those Ravagers in the backline. Biles breaking down a few of the force fields. The Immortals in the back needs to bring the rest of this to start this engagement. That's a lot of Banelings, but splitting those important tech units and not being too heavy on the Zealots. All the big expensive units tasteless. They're still alive at the end of this fight.
And ShoWTimE completely knocks this attack off, now chasing down the remaining Roaches here. We saw those Banelings dive in there, and they just did not connect with any of the right targets. I think we saw maybe 1 or 2 sentries.
Arc on Immortal, it's funny. It's really powerful. Oh, those storm drops.
My gosh!
Those are sick. Those are really sick. That's a lot of Banelings going down immediately. Reynor is going to push his army back for a little bit, but he has lost an insane amount of units, and Reynor's economy is not as good as Heroes.
Yeah, the Banelings just disappear. That was massive. Storm drop moving from Protoss vs. Terran to Protoss vs. Zerg as well. And these Immortal drops just constantly poking and prodding, picking away at the creatures.
Reasonably easily, but the rest of it, Neeb's army going up here.
Storm maybe? Oh no, Night Templars on creep. Oh no, that actually worked out for you, Laser. Neeb, you gotta get out of there, because there are like 25 more Banelings morphing, by the way.
Brought her down.
It was painful.
That was... Neeb was making some good moves, man, and now he just lost 6 High Templars to Banelings that just barely connected.
He needs to try to get this defense up. For a 3rd time now, he's going to have to try to get Storm.
Yeah, oh man, this third base defense was looking so good earlier, but right now it's a little thin, and Rogue knows that. He's getting on top of it, picking up those Archons, going for the Immortals as well.
He actually used the Nidus to block the Immortals from going up. That's so cool.
Yeah, Rogue has zero chill. He is literally building Nidus Worms right in front of the probe line, and the Stalkers aren't even killing it. That thing, they get loaded up with Zerg units, and he is just finding damage everywhere with the Locusts as well.
I mean, Trap already getting a base. This is the most success that Trap has had with any of his attacks so far.
And he's got one more force field there, and actually a couple more force fields on those sentries as well. Juggling with that prisoner drones to be pulled. 16 of them going down. Trap's looking all right here. Reinforcements from Reynor coming in. This warp in will seal the deal. And Trap can get this in, and he does. More zealots coming on in, and Reynor, he has 9 roaches, but he has lost so much economy.
And don't forget that Warp Prism is still full on HP as well, so Trap can use it to save these Immortals for as long as he possibly needs. He's gonna corner these roaches. Reynor was simply a little too greedy here. 65 drones, no roach war, no baneling nest. You're asking for trouble.
And trouble is exactly what Trap is bringing in here in the game 3. Not a second 3-0 here. The Protoss is all over him. And this is going to be Trap's chance to get some reverse damage on Reynor.
Well done by Trap. He really kept Reynor busy for quite some time. Like, it felt risky what he was doing with
here.
The lurker count is mental. 6 more lurkers. I think we're looking at like 20 lurkers on the side of Reynor. I just don't see a way how Serral fights that. I don't think you can fight that.
Appreciate that, and thank you all